I've decided to record a video every day in August. So for 30 days or however many days there are in August, I'm going to record a video, talk about something related to SaaS, life, having little kids, housing stuff, whatever, all the stuff that's on my mind is just going to be dumped into these videos. I have established at this point in time that I like hearing myself talk. I think that's why I have a podcast with more than 150 episodes that I do with my friend Matt Winsing. I miss doing that, and I miss writing blog posts, and I miss sort of being out there and just talking about things and hearing people's thoughts and getting feedback and stuff, because I don't do that a lot these days, because I process things by talking about them. That's kind of how I think, is I need to talk to people, and I don't do that anymore very much, because I have two little kids. One is 3 weeks old, and so the only time I talk to someone is when I call someone, and that's hard to do when you always have a child in your arm, or trying to like get some work done, or just have chores and stuff. So I try to do that, but I don't do it enough. I don't have time to do a podcast. I don't have time to write blog posts, but taking my phone out and record a video feels like the lowest friction thing I can do. So I'm going to try to do that, and the challenge is going to be to do that for all of August and just sort of see where it takes me, and also for myself to sort of just like document a point in time that's really hard, actually, both on a personal front and on a business front as well, I guess, just to kind of explain there's like some really good things and some worse things. And the bad things are that I don't feel like a very successful startup founder right now, because the startup I have, Reform, isn't really super successful right now. It's still sort of at a plateau. I think it's worse right now because of summer and stuff, and so it feels worse than maybe it actually is. So that's kind of the bad part. But at the same time, I have a great job working at Tailwind Labs, where I work part-time but get paid enough to sustain myself and my family, basically. And I still have a lot of time left. So I'm in a situation where I have like a very good job, and I'm able to pay myself a little bit from Reform, because it's just me now. And I've sort of had some really difficult conversations with everyone who's involved in Reform, investors, my co-founder and stuff. And so it's left me at a point where I have a lot of freedom. I can sort of do whatever I want. So now it feels like a really good time to start documenting things, because I think change is coming. I just had a kid 3 weeks ago, and today my oldest son started kindergarten, and it's my first day where it's not vacation or sort of paternity leave. So it's actually my first real work day, in a sense, in a month, and I can sort of decide what I want to do. And so I think within the next month I have probably decided to pivot Reform, or just like double down on something there, or start an entirely new thing. And that's why I thought it'd be a good time to start documenting this by recording these videos. So maybe I won't say much more than that. Maybe I'll just say that some of the challenges right now is startup stuff, and having little kids while doing startup stuff, which is really hard, especially when none of them sleep at night. So both me and my wife are up all night. And the third thing is, like, we live in an apartment right now that we own, but it's still an apartment, and we don't have a garden where our kids can run out and stuff. And we're trying to figure out what we want to do about that. Do we want to buy a house? We haven't really found, there aren't very many houses right now that we want to buy. We know roughly where we want to live, but we haven't found a house. So there are a lot of sort of big questions there. Do we want to just buy an old house, renovate it? Do we want to build a new house? Do we just want to buy a house that's already working? Or do we want to wait and you know, go travel because we can, because we have a lot of flexibility in terms of like financial freedom and, you know, sort of decide what we want to do with our life right now. So yeah, anyways, a lot of rambling, but this is also the first video, so I think that's my excuse that it's not very good. I'm just gonna try to do one every day and see what comes out of it. And I'm super self-conscious about it, walking around here in the park and recording myself. But I'm gonna stop here. See you tomorrow.